It is time for some football. Welcome into Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, a pair of NFC West teams face off. It's the San Francisco 49'ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And we're underway from Seattle. Isaac Gorindo to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did. We've got a Seahawk that is injured out there. They're going to tend to him now. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Pretty throwing here to start. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk. It was nearly a big play.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. He's got it over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun, hand off to McCaffrey. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. 1st down.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
First down throw by Purdy. Into the hands of Jordan Watkins. And they make the tackle at the 38. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there, and there's nothing this defense can do.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line. Purdy on 1st down. Short pass brought in. That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. First carry here for Jordan James. And they bring him down. It looks like he got it to the 27. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. First down, and they go right back to it. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Purdy, a quick throw, complete. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. McCaffrey has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal.
Get set, get set.
Money with James. Up to the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces third and goal. Working quickly here. James again. And this is going to end behind the line. A great stop down in close. Let's see if they want to risk it now on fourth and goal.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Mooney knocks it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
With how well they were eating up yards and first downs, you know that kicker wanted to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Shotgun now for Milrow. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Cooper caught the intended receiver. So that brings up second down.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Milrow from the gun. Finds his back complete. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Let's see what they draw up on this third and 7.
7 Pirates, 70 Timberwolves.
From the gun, Milrow. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Milrow with it on first. Caught. Cooper Cup makes the play. And no yak This time, they got on him quickly, down at the 32-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
32-yard line.
Okay, ready?
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Broncos. Let's go. 70 line, go.
First down throw here from Milrow. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. You try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Liking, 18. Come on. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready?
From the 23. Scott, here's that shove it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Buffalo 18. 18, Pioneer.
Throwing now from the gun. It is cut left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks finish off their opening drive. It seems like a lot of the time, Rob, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, they'll look for him.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Lindo to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10.
Get set.
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Throw left side, complete. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. The Seahawks with an early lead. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They've got a first to begin the frame.
It's set. 18.
They'll try it right with McCaffrey. He's going to bring this down to their 35. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
They're set up at the 35 now.
18. What's up?
First down, Purdy to throw. Target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Get set.
From the 29. Now set up the screen to McCaffrey. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
First down, San Francisco.
Get set. Runner out set.
Play action now with Purdy. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Outside. 18. Watch out.
Back to the air on 2nd. Purdy. Complete out to the right. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3.
Get set. 18. Watch out. Yellow.
To the air again. Purdy. Oh, what a hit! Stars the ball loose! And that should be Seahawks football. Look, we can spin positive here, Brock. You take away the ending, and that drive was outstanding. It was everything they were hoping for. Unfortunately, all that work and efforts, it's gone.
Hey, Kate, Cal, how important were those finals?
Pretty important.
Yeah, so was that ball security right there.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Let's go.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
19 seconds. 10. Bronco 80.
To the air, Milrow. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Ready?
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
Hey, pass to 60. Pass to 60. Ready?
Here's Milrow to throw. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a 31-yard play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
Shotgun now for Milrow. This is targets. That's Torrey Horton. And they get this down to the 28. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
No, let's go now. Ready?
They give up the gut to Walker. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Going to the ground again on first. He'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Running with Walker again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Ready, set.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive.
19 Lions. Come on. Hey. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Check up.
Now it's Milrow. Oh, what a catch. Back to the end zone. Did he get the feet in? Did he? No, couldn't get the feet in. Incomplete.
Josh Metellus on the coverage.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Seahawks with a long ways to go for a score. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. First call here coming from the shotgun. Purdy throwing here. Screen to the running back. And that's going to be close to an outright disaster, Brock, as he winds up losing a ton of yards on the play.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks. You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun is Purdy. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he calls for the fair catch and is there to collect it.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go, here we go. 70, Timberwolf. 60 Bobcats, 60, Buffalo 18.
Bill Rowe from the gun. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. This is brought in at the 15. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Unlock it. Tag. Ready.
Now an inside give to Walker. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grow their lead just before halftime. Kenneth Walker, their touchdown. Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14.
49ers 3. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
On the return, the Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
'49ers to the line. First and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 34. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. He was looking Jordan Watkins' way. So it's going to be third and short coming up.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
18, what's up?
Off the play fake, Purdy. He's loaded another one up. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that. And he's there for the interception. That is Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Ready up.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. From the gun, Milrow. Complete to Walker on the check down. And he's able to get it past midfield and down on the 49er side. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
From the 47. He beams one deep right side. That one connects. He takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks get 4 points to end the lopsided first half.
That's a good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Returning it from the 4. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Bronco 80. Hawk 70. Cup 19. Cup 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready?
Milrow looking to throw. To the left and pulled in by Cup. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Wriggle. Tap to 60. Tap to 60. 19 Lions. Mustang 19. Ready?
Milrow now to throw. Connects on the crosser. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, they say you never go broke taking a profit. Just find that completion. It may not be a Benjamin, but even those little dollar bills start to add up.
Third and just 2 to go. Bronco 80. Get it. Cougar 19. Cougar 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
To throw. Here's Milrow. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Seattle Seahawks.
First and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
Ready? 70 Timberwolf. 18 Pioneer.
He'll throw it yet again. Short pass brought in. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
10 yards. And that's good for a Seahawks. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never...
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Let's go. Pump, set, 60 boxes, 60.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
All about that defense there. Had him bobbled up from the jump. Truth be told, probably lucky they even got back to the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Back. 70 Lions. Go.
Throwing here, Milrow. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
19, Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Trap 60, trap 60.
Milrow throwing on 3rd down. That one is caught. Holton has it. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Gets 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
They'll go with Walker on the counter. Down to the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
Nice execution to get that counter to the end zone. Maybe not the play we expected, Brock, but the play that they needed right there.
I love a well-executed counter. I really do. It's like a good boxer, Kate. You set him up with fade one way, and then you hit him with the knockout the other. Keep them from answering the bell and stopping you from reaching that end zone.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Rindo to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Pump.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down by Reek Woolen.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Escapes the pocket. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So now they have 3rd and short.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
McCaffrey on 3rd down. He stopped just before he can move those chains. That brings up 4th and short. Offense up to the line fast. They'll go. It's McCaffrey. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And now some great field position.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
60 Bison. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Milrow with it on 1st. Throwing the out route complete. And they take him down right along the 30.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Ready, Bronco 80, 68.
Off the play fake, Milrow. Brought in by his back, Charbonnet. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays on the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Cowboy 80. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And off to Walker from the gun. We're working a couple yards past the line. Michael Williams there to haul him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
On the ready.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Ready. Reload. Go.
Staying with Walker. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Tag. Packers. Ready.
Walker trying to run for the 1st. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. He connected once and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this.
Here we go. Shot. Viking 870 Timberwolves.
Trying for it with Milrow. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
49'ers 3.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. The window to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's going to go out of bounds on a rough 1st down effort there. They're going to lose at least a few.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on 1st. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
2nd and 13. He's going to push one deep down the right. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. It was looking Jordan Watkins' way. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
He has the first over the middle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Purdy looking to throw. He's got Ayuk downfield. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's 49ers football as we near the end of what has been a largely one-sided game they'd like to forget. They're set up at the 35 now. Purdy on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up 2nd down. Purdy on the play action. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
Gets it out wide quick, and he might throw this. He's got him. It's caught. He's brought down. What a surprise with the double pass there. Gets him a 1st down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's going to be 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy. He brings it in.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Still well short after the 3-yard run. It's going to be 4th down and 6. Jake Looney out for the 49ers field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Looney knocks it through. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, check that. On
the carry, it's Walker. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go, start.
Milrow from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out and just needed one more step there to reach midfield. That's a pickup of 9. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Running it now out of the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Pad level, pad level, pad level. To stop a run before it can get going means you got underneath those pads and gave that runner nowhere to go.
Come on, go!
This is Walker on 2nd. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Okay.
And the 49ers in a nickel set. 3rd down coming.
Dragons, 19, 18. 19 tight.
To the air, Milrow. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 28 out of that play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
All right, set now. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
From the pistol, gives here to Walker. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Walker running to the right. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks nearing their 6th win this season. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Trap 60, Trap 60. Mustang 19. Ready, ready.
Will Rowe looking to throw. To the left and pulled in by Cup. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
Another Seahawks.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Like it. Bronco switch. Bronco. 60 Eagles.
Walker. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
That offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out, because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's second and goal. They go to him again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Third and goal now as they try to pile on further.
Ready, ready. 70 Timberwolves.
So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Seattle.
Like yellow on leaves, ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me, blowing a coffee, he's asleep. You weak, chic, the web look at the boots, fleet, headache. Gotta wait till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay. Fall back here, get fall back here, get back. I know so long as she get really Listen, I don't mean to call you up, cause I don't know that. And if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once when we like we go back, way back. Run it down, we on track. But you can never ever be my man. You a whole snap. You said it on your IG page. I ain't say that, like say that. Lay back, in the back of the Maybach. Play that. Pussy J that. I be in the streets like a stray rat. I will never speak with a ring, cause he ain't finna take half. I be on my kid. One girl, one side, in a dope. Sending me a text like she misses. The only way she getting back in it. Fall back, yeah, get back. Fall back, yeah, get back. Fall back, yeah, get back.
Something takes a part of me, something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe, something taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't it chill and let me be free? Can't I take away all this pain?